Hello, Miss Wendy. Good morning.
Hello, teacher.
What?
Morning.
How are you doing? Are you ready for the class?
I'm
Yes.
yes, I'm fine, thank you. And you?
I am fine. I am also ready for the class. Okay. Yeah. Good morning, Mr. Davy.
Night.
Great. Good morning, Mr. Davy.
Good morning, teacher.
How are you doing? Are you fine? Yes.
I am fine, teacher.
Perfect. Hello, Edwin. Good morning.
Good morning, teacher.
Okay, guys. How are you doing? Are you ready for the class? Yes. Ready? Of
Yes,
course.
teacher.
Okay, nice. So,
Yes, teacher.
excellent. Edwin, could you please tell me what was the last topic that we studied last week? Do you remember?
No, I don't remember.
You don't remember? What was the last topic, Miss Wendy or Mr. Davy, that we studied?
The indefinite pronoun one and once.
Excellent. The indefinite pronouns one and ones. That is an easy topic. So today we're going to start with a new one. We're going to start with present perfect. I don't know if you have any idea about present perfect. Do you have any idea about it? Or do you know the present perfect? No?
Yes, teacher, the present perfect we use the asli like between the past and present perfect.
Present perfect, we need the auxiliaries, right? Have and has, and also the past participle of the verbs. I will give you a list of the past participle of some common verbs, right? I guess you know the simple past or the past form of the verbs, but in this case, in present perfect, we are going to use the past participle of the verbs. Okay, so later I will show you or I will send you a list of verbs in past participle. Okay, so right now we're going to start with that one. That is the new topic. Okay, so let me share that one with you. Okay. Okay, there you have it. Present perfect. So let's start with this. It says present perfect tense is a rather important tense in English, but it gives speakers of some languages a difficult time sometimes, right? And that is because it uses concepts or ideas that do not exist in those languages. In fact, the structure of the present perfect is very simple. The problem comes with the use of the tense. So, the present perfect tense is really a very interesting tense and a very useful one. Try not to translate the present perfect into your language, into Spanish in this case, right? Just try to use or to think in present perfect. In that way, that will be better when you use it. Okay, so I guess this is like an easy topic, right? But it's a little bit tricky sometimes, so you must pay attention to the structure. Okay, and there you have how to make the present perfect tense. So let's start with the affirmative form. For the affirmative form, you need first, a subject, right? then an auxiliary, have and has. You're going to use have when you have the subjects I, we, you, and they, right? And has, that is for the third person singular, he, she, and it. So don't forget that one, right? Have, I, we, you, they. Has, he, she, it. Okay, so be careful with that. Also, you're going to use the verb, but in this case, you are going to use the past participle of the verbs. Okay? Then you're going to use also the complement of those sentences. For example, I have seen ET. Look at that one. First, you have the subject I, then in this case have, that is the auxiliary of the present perfect. And if you notice this verb seen, that is the past participle of see, right? So you have see, present, saw, past participle, you're going to have seen. Yes? So I have seen ET. ET will be like the complement of that sentence. Okay? Also, you have eaten mine. Again, you have the subject, you have the auxiliary have because you have you, right? And eaten. This is the past participle of the verb eat. Eat, present. Ate, past. Eaten, that is past participle. Okay, so you have eaten mine. Also, how to make the present perfect, but in this case, the negative form, you have the subject plus the auxiliary have plus not plus the main verb. Also, you can have has not. It depends of the subject, right? So you should pay special attention there. For example, she has not been to Rome. Remember that here you can have has also, has plus not. So she, that is the subject, has, because you're talking about third person singular, so she has, then the word not. She has not been to Rome, right? What is been? Look at this one. That is the past participle of the verb to be. Okay, so we have she has not been to Rome, right? Like in Spanish, that will be ella no ha estado en Roma. That will be like the translation for this sentence, right? We have not played soccer. This is different because we have we as a subject. Then you have not, because this is a negative one. We have not played. Look at this one. Played, right? Played, present. Played, past. And played, this is the past participle, no simple past. In this case, when you have a regular verb or regular verbs, they have almost the same structure, we can say it, in past and past participle with ed, because this is a regular one. So played, played in past participle. So we have not played soccer. Also, if you're going to ask questions, this is like when you have any auxiliary, you need to write it first. So have or has depends of the subject. Then you're going to have the subject of the question, the verb, always in past participle. So the complement and question mark. This will be a yes no question. For example, have you finished? Look at that one. First, you have a have, that is the auxiliary, right? Have you finished? Question mark, right? This is the subject and the past participle of the verb. Have you finished? Right? The answer that will be in this way. Yes, I have. That would be the answer for that question. So, yes, I have if it is affirmative. And if you have the negative form, no, I haven't. Right? So, have you finished? Yes, I have. Or no, I haven't. That is if you have a just no question. But what about this one? WH questions. First, you're going to have the WH word. That will be which, where, how, what, etc. Right? First, then the auxiliary. Which will be the auxiliary here? Has, right? Where has he been? You have the subject he and the verb in past participle, right? Where has he been? And the answer, remember, this is a WH question, so you need to answer it completely. So, he has been at home. That will be, where has he been? He has been at home. You will answer that one with an affirmative sentence, right? First, subject, then the auxiliary of the present perfect in this case, the verb in past participle and at home, right? So those would be the options if you want to ask um, questions with present perfect, okay? Contractions with present perfect. You will have these, right? The short form and the long form. First, you have the positive. I have seen her. If you want to make it like short or the contraction, so you can omit the H and A, write apostrophe, and just leave the last two letters, so VE, right? So that's I've seen her. You have seen her, or you've seen her. That will be the pronunciation. What about if you have the third person? He has seen her. This case, again, just omit the H and A, apostrophe S. So, he's seen her. She's seen her. So, be careful when you have a sentence like this because it will maybe you can get confused, right, with another tense, but according to the context you will know if it is um, present perfect, if you are talking in present perfect, right? So also you have the negative form. In that case, you should have, I have not seen her. Remember that you're going to use the word not after the auxiliary. So, if you want to make it short, you can say, I haven't seen her. Yes, you are going to make the contraction between the auxiliary and the word not. So, I haven't seen her. They haven't seen her. And if you have the third person, so she has not seen her. Or she hasn't, that will be seen her for the negative form, right? So pay attention to this. For questions, also you have the questions there. Have you seen her? Or has she seen her? right? And remember the answers, short answer for them. So, yes, I have, or yes, they have. It depends on the question, right? Or the negative form, no, I have not. Or if you want to make it short, no, I haven't, right? Or, for example, has he seen her? No, he has not. Or, no, he hasn't. That would be the short form there, right? So, if you want to write or say the present perfect sentences or some answers in the short form, you can use those contractions, right? Let's continue. How do we use the present perfect? That will be like three ways to use it. Let's see. This tense is called the present perfect tense. There is always a connection with the past and the present. The action or something is going to happen or happened in the past, right? But still continue in the present. So that is like the main base of the present perfect tense. Something happened or started in the past but continue in the present. So let's see. We use the present perfect to talk about experience, change, and continuous situation. We're going to um, check the three of them. Miss Wendy, can you help me reading, please? No? Miss Wendy?
Excuse me, teacher.
Okay.
Ahorita. Present perfect for experience. We often use the present perfect to talk about experience from the past. We are not interested in the when you did something. We only want to know if you didn't.
Okay, if you did it. Nice. So, what happened here? We are not interested in when you did something. We only want to know if you did that action that started in the past, right? But continue in the present. So the event was in the past, right? But you have like a memory of that event and you know something about the event. You experience the event, but we are not, or you can say the other speaker or the other person it's not interested in when that action or that situation happened, right? For example, I have seen an alien. For example, Miss Wendy can say, teacher, I have seen an alien. Oh, I am not interested in when, right, or where, but I am interested in that action that she has seen an alien. That is like the important event there, right? Or you can say, he has lived in Bangkok. Oh wow, that is a very great place to live, right? But you know when or when that happened, no, right? You just know that the action or that the event happened and was in the past, right? Also, we have never eaten caviar. That will be possible, right? We have never, right, eaten caviar. That is like a negative one sentence because you're using never there, right? Also, we have the present perfect for change. We often use the present perfect to talk about a change or new. information. For example, you can have there, I have bought a car. This is like you had a car in the past, but right now you have another one, right? This is like an info. I know that you have a card, but now you're saying, I have bought a car. That is like a new information, or you change something, right? John has broken his leg, right? That's another thing, right? You don't know that before, or you didn't know that before, but now John has broken his leg. That is like new information. What happened with him, right? Um, Present perfect for continuing situation. This could be the one that we're going to, we can say, used more than the other ones. For example, Mr. Davy, can you help me reading, please?
Okay. We often use the present perfect to talk about a continuous situation. This is a state that starts in past and continues in the present, and which probably continue into the future. This is a situation, not an action. We usually use for a word or thing with this structure.
Extraction. Nice, perfect. Thank you, Mr. Davy. So there you have that. Continuing situation. What happened here? Something or a situation started in the past, but still continue in the present. So still continue the event or the action, right? So, for example, you can say, I have worked here since June. You started to work there or here when? In June, right? That action happened in June, in the past, right? But that continues in the present because you are there working, right? So, I have worked here since June, right? He has been ill for 2 years. He was ill 2 years ago, right? You can say that. But that happened 2 years ago in the past. But he has been ill now, right? So that continues in the past. So you are going to find many examples like this or some exercise, right? In which that present perfect is using for continuing situations, right? Also, you have there for instance, those are some words that you can use with simple or present perfect, sorry. There you have, we often use for and since with perfect tense. How? For example, we use for to talk about a period of time. When you're talking about a period of time, you're going to use for, right? For example, for 5 minutes, for 2 weeks, for 6 years, for 3 days, etc., right? You are going to use the word for. And since to talk about a point in the past. Okay, so you can say since 9 o'clock since 1st January, since Monday, since last year, since 3 months ago, etc. Right? In that way, you can use since. Right? Let's see some example in order to understand the use of for and since. For example, there you have I have been here for 20 minutes. Look, 20 minutes. That's a what? A period of time, right? So I have been here for 20 minutes. If you say I have been here since 9 o'clock, you're talking about a specific point of time, right? 9 o'clock. So let's look at this one. For period of time, since a point in past time, right? If there's a specific point there. He has worked in New York for a long time. There's like a period of time, long time, right? It could be 3 years, 5 years, right? That's a long time. He has worked in New York since he left school. That's like a specific point of time, right? Since he left school, he has worked in New York, right? So pay special attention to that one, right? When are you going to use for, and when do you need to use since? Okay. I don't know if you have any questions or comments about present perfect. Is it clear, guys, or do you have any questions? No?
No questions.
No questions at all? Okay. So, let me share the verse. I don't know if you know the verse in past participle. Do you have any idea about those verbs? No? Edwin, do you have any idea about the past participle? No, you don't.
The past participle, the verb, for example, is speak, spoken.
Exactly. Yeah, that is the past participle, Miss Wendy. But there you have. Look at that list that you have there. Look at this one. There you have present tense, right? And also the simple past or the past and the past participle. When you have irregular verbs, you know that you are going to change the spelling, the order, etc. Right? So first of all, you have be. That will be one. I will put it in this way. For example, be. You know that in past that will be was or were, right? You missed that one there. So were also that will be was or were, right? And in past participle, you're going to have been. Be, past, was, or were, and in past participle, the one that you're going to use with present perfect, that is been, right? Also, you have become, became, become again, right? Look at this. Only you need to change this, the simple past. Become, became, become again. Begin, began, begun. Past, past participle. Bleed, bled, bled. In this case, you have almost the same in simple past and past participle, right? Bleed, bled, and bled, right? Break. Look at this one. Break, broke, broken. Yes, break, broke, broken. Also, you have bring, Brought, brought. That is almost the same, right? Build, built, built. Burn, burned, burnt, right? And you have many here, right? I will send you this list for you to check them, right? Fly, look at fly. Flew, flown. Forgive, forgave, forgiven. That is the past participle. You are going to use this column, the past participle, to make sentences, questions, or to talk about present perfect, right? Those are the what? The irregular ones. Also, we have here this one, let, let, let. That is an irregular one, right? And you will have almost the same thing. You are going to know the context, right? If it is present, if you're talking in past or in past participle, right? Look at this one. Let, let, let. That is almost the same, right? Also, you have make, made, made, right? Or pay, paid, paid, right? Also, here you have see. Look, see, saw, seen, right? So I will send you this list. Also, you have think, thought, thought, tell, told, told, swim, swam, swum, right? That's another one. So also you have the list of regular ones. Those are easy because you're going to write the ed in the simple past, and in the past participle you are always have the ed also. So accept, accepted, accepted. That is almost the same, right? Arrive, arrived, arrived. Past, arrived. Past participle, arrived. That is the same, right? Clean, cleaned, cleaned. Open, opened, opened, right? Copy, copied, copied. That is like the regular ones, right? Study, studied, studied, right? Hate, hated, hated. Help, helped, helped, right? Invite, invited, invited. So with the regular ones, you're going to have the same in simple past and the same in past participle with the ed. And you should study more the irregular ones because you need to change almost all of them. For example, look at here this one. Did. You have do, did, done. Present, past, past participle. Do, did, done. Okay? So I will send you this list in the site, okay, for you to have it. And there you can check the past participles of the most common verbs. Yes? I don't know if you have questions. There you have it. Okay, so there you have the first exercise. It says, write the simple past and the past participle of the following verbs. Here we're going to use like the regular and irregular verb list, right? But let's try to do it together, right? For example, guys, what is the simple past of the verb do? What is the simple past? Do. Which could
Did.
be did.
Did.
Did. And in past participle,
Done.
done. Excellent. Do, did, done. Perfect. What about it? It. Past
Ate.
Ate.
ate. And past participle. Do you remember? No? Eaten.
Eating.
Eaten, yes. So, eat, ate, eaten. Perfect. What about this? This is easy. Cold. Simple past.
Cold.
Cold. Past participle. The same, right? Cold, because this is a regular verb. And remember, when you have a regular verb, you're going to have the same simple past, and that is the same in past participle. So cold, cold, cold. Perfect. What about begin? Begin. In past? What is it?
Began.
Began.
Began. Excellent. Began. And in past participle, you will have began.
Begun.
Yes. So begin, began, begun. Right? Excellent. What about the sixth one? Give. Give.
Gave.
Gave. Gave. And in past participle, you know?
Given.
Given. Excellent.
Given.
Miss Wendy. Given. Excellent. Let's see answer. Answer. In past. Answer. Yeah? No? Answer?
Don't remember this.
You don't remember that one? That is easy. Answered. That is a regular one. Answered. And also the past participle that is answered. Okay? So there you have answer, answered, answered. That is the past participle. See, what about see? In past, see.
Saw.
So, excellent. So, and see, in past participle,
Seen.
Sing.
seen. Excellent, seen. That's great. Good. What about have? In past, have.
Had.
Had.
Had, right? And past participle is the same. Had. Have.
Had.
Had, right? This is an irregular one, right?
Just
Yes. What about go? Go? In past, go?
went.
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 Excellent. What about past participle? Do you know? No? Okay, that will be gone. Go, went, gone. That will be the past participle. Okay? What about study? Study. Is it regular or irregular? That is study. Study, right? You need to change that Y. There you have the same. Studied, right? Study, studied, studied, right? Perfect. Teach. Oh, this is a tricky one. Teach.
Taught.
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 Taught, right? And in
The same task.
yeah, the same one, right? It's the same. Taught. Teach, taught, taught. In past participle. Excellent. What about make? Make. In past, make.
Made.
Made. Excellent. And in past participle, that is almost the same. Made, made. Yes? What about talk? Talk.
Talked.
Talked. Excellent.
Took.
Talked, right? And that's the same in past participle, right? talked, right? So
Actually,
talked. Yes, they say talk. That is yes, Miss Wendy? No? That is past participle, right? So there you have work, worked, worked, do, did, done, eat, ate, eaten, call, cooled, cooled, begin, began, begun, give, gave, given, answer, answered, answered, see, saw, seen, have, had, had, go, went, gone, study, studied, studied, teach, taught, taught, make, made, made. That's the same, right? And talked, 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 right? That could be. So I will send you the list. Don't forget that one. So we need to check here then, right? There you have make, look, made, made, right? Also we have eat, look, eaten, eat, eaten, right? And teach, taught, taught, right? That one. And also, which one? Give, gave, given, right? There you can check them, right? If you want. Also, there you have this one. It talk, talked, talked, right? And cold, look, cold, cold. So we have them correct, right? Perfect, guys. So let's continue with another exercise. It says, choose the correct verb from the list below to complete the following sentences. Put the verb in the present perfect tense. There you have a list. Make, work, find, see, speak, know, begin, do, learn, eat, have, write, give, live, buy, and be. So you need to choose the correct verb and you're going to write down those sentences in present perfect. Okay? For example, the first one. I met Barbara when we were in elementary school. We each other for over 20 years. Which could be that one there. For example, no, right? I cannot do that. I guess this one, no. So you can say, I met Barbara when we were in elementary school. We have none, right? Each other for over 20 years. So we have none, right? You have there the auxiliary and the verb in past participle, right? So I met Barbara when we were in elementary school. That is an action that happened in the past, started in the past, but continues till now, right? In the present. So we have known each other for over 20 years. Okay, so guys, I want you to work on those sentences and you can do it until 10. We're going to work until the number 10, okay? Try to choose the correct verb and write those sentences in present perfect, okay? You're going to have around 3 minutes. I guess in 3 minutes you will finish, okay? So if you have questions, don't forget, you can raise your hand and I will help you, okay? So work. 3 minutes. Make those sentences in present perfect. Use the verbs that you have there, okay? So let's try to do them together, right? What about the number 2? You have the number 2? Oh, I will do it in that way. We, many new words
Have learned.
since we start. Okay, have learned, right? Have learned. Excellent. We have learned many new words since we started this course. Excellent. Thank you, Edwin. What about the number three? That's a wonderful movie. I eat three
have
times.
seen,
Perfect. Have
I
have seen. Excellent. So that's so
Have been.
wonderful. Had seen. Have seen. Right. So I. That's why you're using the auxiliary have, right? In the verb see. That's seen in past participle. Very good. Mr. and Mrs. Turner married 14 years. Yep, to subster.
have been,
Have been, excellent, Edwin. So that is have been married
Have been.
14 years. Excellent, Miss Wendy. So have been. Very good. Number five, you are late. The class already, and there you have another blank there. So the class what?
have already begun,
Have really been.
Or start? What do you think? There you have the start there. No? All right. You don't have it in the verbs. So the class has or have. If you're talking about the class,
have,
Have.
are you sure? Class, no classes.
Have.
have is,
Yes. Has already. We don't have started, but we're going to use begin, right? So be in past participle, that will be begun, right? No, begun. Sorry. So the your late the class has already begun. We can say that or start if we have it that verb. What about six? Robert is my neighborhood. My neighbor. He what? Robert is my neighbor. What do you
Have.
think? Has what?
Live.
Have live, right? Excellent. Have live. That will be. Has lived next door to me for 5 years. Excellent. What about Mary? The number seven. Mary.
has written,
Okay. Has
Have wrote.
written, right? Several letters to her parents since she left home. Very good, right? So written, right? Wrote, written. That is in past participle. Excellent. What about eight? We in that restaurant several times.
have eaten,
Yes, have eaten, right? We have eaten in that restaurant several times. Excellent. And our teacher has a lot of help with the homework assignment. Our teacher, which could be, do you have it? No?
has gave,
Excellent. Has given, right? Our teacher has given us a lot of help with the homework assignment. Excellent. And the last one, she to her landlord many times about the broken window. What do you think about that one? The landlord many times about the broken window, no? That will be, we can say speak.
has
Speak
talked,
has or talk, right? In this case, I guess you don't have talk there. So has spoken. That's almost the same, right? Have spoken to her landlord many times about the broken window, right? So there you have those. I just need you, right, to learn to study the past participle of the verbs, I will send you the list in Google site. So please try to study the past participle of those verbs. Also, don't forget the structures. When are you going to use have, the auxiliary, right? Or has, also the auxiliary. I don't know if you have questions about the present perfect tense. No? Questions? Is everything clear?
No, teacher.
No questions, okay?
No,
Okay.
teacher.
Okay, guys, so we're going to continue with
That's okay.
nice. The present perfect tense. Next class, we're going to continue with some exercise, also the negatives and interrogative ones. And if you have questions there, you will ask them, okay? So, guys, have a nice day. Take care and bye
Bye,
bye.
teacher. Bessie.
Take
Bye,
care.
teacher.
Bye bye. Take care. See you.